It's just so funny because me who knows you, like, you can come off that way, but if you're like in a predicament where it's like, let's say it's a guy and you find him attractive or something, you like change.
I'm shy.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking shy.
It's so funny. I'm just like, what happened, Natalia? I'm confused. What happened?
I can play in the back of my head like, oh, she's bullshit. She's whatever. And I can be myself. Right. But the moment it comes from his mouth,
everything changes.
Yeah. I shut down. I'm like, oh my God. Que lo que hay, mi gente? Welcome back to Two Drinks and a Ting. I'm your thing, Natalia.
I'm Natalie.
She's sick.
A little. It's not COVID, though.
She wouldn't be in my area if it was COVID.
I don't know. Does COVID even exist still?
I mean, ask Florida. We don't know. Whatever Florida says. Conspiracies. But welcome back to the pod, guys. It's been a while since she's been here.
Has it?
Anyways, What is a ting without her two drinks? Today is... I'm trying to get my friend healthy, so why not give her tequila? I have a cranberry Cosmo with some bit of Sprite, and Casamigos, and it's making her sinus clear up.
I can breathe.
Cheers. Don't touch my stuff, though. Hold on.
Girl.
Yes, as you heard in the opening, we were just chit-chatting about me.
Yeah.
Because as a Leo, I love the attention. I'm thinking of just like going out there, dating scene again, right? Online. I'm going to set my stuff for Minnesota. I want a Minnesota man.
Ew. Sorry.
Anybody out there in Minnesota, she apologizes for offending you.
Why Minnesota?
I've seen a couple of people in relationships of where they're from Minnesota, and they've gotten great men. Like, they're wholesome, they're respectable.
They have a lot of breweries. Okay, what'd that mean?
They're more respectable and less shit than a Florida man. That's what my point is. I don't want a Florida man.
But no, Minnesota, I did actually you remember that the budgeting podcaster I told you I really been watching?
Man?
Yeah, the Caleb Hammer guy. Shout out.
You're mean. But you're nicer than fucking Dave Ramsey or whatever his name is.
Don't get me started with Dave, Mr. Dave, Sir Dave. Don't do it, but no, so he actually had this girl that worked for him, but it was like an exit interview, and he did a financial audit on her.
Live?
Like she was on the show.
Is he in Minnesota?
No.
Okay.
They're in Texas now. He's in Austin, Texas, but he's from Chicago. She's from Minnesota. And he was like, why don't you move back to Minnesota instead of going to Colorado? Because she was moving to Colorado. She was like, Minnesota's like the worst state. Out of all the 50 states, it's the worst state.
Oh, shit.
So it's funny that you mentioned Minnesota, because I'm like, somebody from Minnesota literally just said she hates Minnesota. So I don't know. Maybe you should visit first and check it out.
I have to go with the drawing board.
I feel like you should go to Canada. I feel like if you go to Canada and explore the scene over there, like going out, I feel like it's different over there.
Yeah.
I met a Canadian woman. Well, me and Jay both met a Canadian woman when we were in Niagara Falls on the New York side. Mm-hmm. She was so nice. It was amazing how nice she was. And she said A and everything. I was like, I just want to hug you. You give me such a cloud feeling, like a good cloud, a happy day cloud. Uh-huh. And her accent was great. And she was just so sweet.
I don't
like you, lady.
Canadian accents, though. And it stems off of Degrassi. Like, when they said sorry, yeah. That's stupid. That's annoying.
Only you would notice that. I never noticed that.
I always notice that shit. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but for a good long period, children TV shows were from Canada. Yeah. So Degrassi, My Life with Derek, like, all that was from Canada, like Canadian actors, and they would sound the same. I'm sorry, or they'll be like, instead of saying adult, they'll be like adult. Like,
I literally never noticed that.
I always heard them like emphasize certain words, and I'm just like, ew,
that's so funny.
You're fucking weird. So that'd probably be the main reason why I wouldn't fuck with the Canadian.
But they're so not. I mean, she was really nice.
I heard they're nice as hell.
Yeah, so have I. Next time I go to Canada, I'll let you know.
All
but
right.
I feel like you should go. And I feel like Canada. Oh, Canada. Is such a melting pot of different cultures. Like, you don't know what you're going to run into.
Yeah.
A lot of Jamaicans are over there. A lot of like Asian people are over there.
My dental hygienist, she has a bunch of family in Canada, and she's Filipino.
Sometimes I want to look at my mom and be like, why didn't you get your residency over there? Like, we could have been born in Canada. I could have been born in Canada.
We could have free healthcare.
Bruh, I could have seen my seasons all my life. Like, what in the world? I probably would have never left.
I'm definitely gonna go out of Florida though. Like, when it asks me where my state is,
hilarious. Let's have a long distance relationship.
Fuck yeah, because I'm planning
Give me a reason to go somewhere.
I'm planning on getting out of this bitch anyways.
Just remember, let them come to you. Be safe.
But the reason why Minnesota specifically, because I remember I had a friend, she used to be a flight attendant, and her home base was Minnesota, and she met her now husband over there. And when I was on the first dating scene, she was just like, you need to change your location. You're not going to meet any good man from Florida. Like, any good person someone's met in Florida, they're not from Florida.
Very true.
They're a transplant. I specifically was like, but you met yours down here. She's like, I met mine in Minnesota. He's from Minnesota. I was like, when the fuck were you in Minnesota? She was like, I was a flight attendant. Yeah. And I was like, so that's why I thought Minnesota.
I don't know.
I'm definitely going to change my location. That's just that's the sum of the segment. I'm changing my location when I go back onto like Hinge or some bullshit like that.
Hinge?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Hinge is beyond your time, sis.
Oh, okay.
You were off the market when this bitch came through, okay?
Oh, okay. How come I've never heard of a Hinge?
There's been commercials.
Who watches commercials?
Girl, I don't know. Hinge is just like...
That sounds kind of scary, like Unhinged. Oh my God.
Probably, but it's either that or Bumble, where I have to talk to them first. Not gonna happen.
Wait. I've heard of Bumble. Don't know anything about it.
Bumble,
so Bumble, the women have to.
Yes. So you.
Well, I kind of like that.
No, you still swipe and stuff like that, but the conversation's initiated by the woman.
I like that.
I don't, because I don't want to talk to you first. I want to be pursued.
I mean, I get that.
That's Bumble, and then Hinge is kind of like Tinder, but I guess there's just a social understanding that Hinge is for lasting relationships. It's not what Tinder used to be known for, of like just a quick hookup. But even Tinder moved from being a quick hookup to people potentially finding because like their love.
Want real, genuine.
I mean, even the biggest hoe wants to be a housewife. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, me.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid. Oh my gosh, Hinge. That's different. Bumble, you taught me something new. I didn't know that was a thing. So like you guys could equally swipe. Would have to equally swipe. But once you get like it's a match situation, the man doesn't have the option.
He cannot respond to you. It can only be the woman who starts the conversation.
Yo, you should try that.
No, I just told you I don't want to.
I'm telling you should try it.
I'm not going to say hi to them.
Why not?
Because
he obviously swiped on you.
I am not cute in chat. I'm cute in person. My sarcasm comes out as bitchy.
Then don't be sarcastic.
Ew, then what am I going to say?
Hi.
That's so basic.
Hey.
That's basicer.
Good day.
Top of the morning to you.
Like, why the fuck not?
I don't know. I don't know.
Just be like, hello.
That's that.
I see we matched. Winky face.
Huzzah.
What's the thing people use? The zucchini? Is it a zucchini? A papaya?
Eggplant? That's dick.
Oh.
I don't want to send him an eggplant. What the fuck, Natalie? I'm trying to find the love of my life. I
thought that was a thing, like a funny thing. I didn't know. Damn, that's crazy.
Bro, you're so old. And I'm older, but whatever. So then Hinge, I believe when I used to be on it, you have 24 hours to respond to somebody's. Like, anyone can talk first. You have 24 hours to
on that one too.
You have to swipe first, and then once you make the connection, anyone can talk, the guy or the girl. Mm-hmm. And then you guys have 24 hours to respond. If you don't respond in 24 hours, the connection goes away.
Oh, damn.
And then
you could have multiple connections at the same time.
Yeah, you can still do the connections how it is with everybody. Like if I match with the next 5 people, if each one of them has responded to me like, "Hey, how are you?" and I don't answer them back in 24 hours, all those connections go away. That's that one.
That's interesting.
And then Tinder's still out here. There's a couple of new features on Tinder. They have this thing called goals list. Like, you know how people say couples goals? So it's like it's kind of a filter. You'll only match with someone who wants kids. You'll only match with someone who has kids. Oh, okay. You'll only match with someone who's on here to have fun. You won't match with someone who's looking for a real relationship. Like they have filters now that you can be able to put onto it.
I feel like that would be more helpful.
And they have a thing where you can share your location now with Tinder. Oh. To let them know that, I'm going on a date with this person from this app. So here's our location. Just in case shit goes down and you go missing, he's the last person, the police can request it.
You scared me. I was like, why would we
Oh, no. No, I'm talking about like
safety
wise.
That's dope. I like it. So there's hope for online dating.
There's hope for me. Yes.
You're so stupid.
I'm just a lonely girl out here trying to find her ginger.
From Minnesota.
Apparently, but they're evil, so fuck. People really just out in these comments.
Yeah.
Even in my certain comments, they're just out here like, "Oh, you're such a loser. You have a podcast." I'm like, then don't look at it.
Yeah.
You literally took 10 seconds to write this shit for me to just like ignore you.
Yeah.
And keep on posting my other fucking videos.
Yeah. I don't understand the audacity people gain on the internet. Like it's literally just audacity.
Literally, like you really think you're so important that people actually give a fuck what you say? I know people don't give a fuck about what I say. That's why I ignore you and I keep posting the shit I find funny. Best believe when I look at my likes and my stuff, I laugh at the shit I say. I'm like, yo, I'm funny.
I mean, and it's just about you doing whatever you want. If you don't like it, that's why we have the option to keep scrolling.
Click on my photos and just say not interested and call it a fucking day. That's all you had to do. Thanks for viewing. I like the like. Next time, hit that button, bitch. You're probably gonna hear this on the next pod or whatever, or I think it just came out. I don't think you've remembered because you have bad memory. But do you remember in senior year how the guidance counselor asked us to like go get people to bring them to the library?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
She asked us to go get the people, and then we didn't know what we were getting them for.
Yeah.
And then we found out right then and there they were failing.
Yeah.
I was telling the story to Christina, and Christina was like, they let you do that? I'm like, well, they didn't tell us what we were doing it for, but fuck yeah, they let us do it.
We were there anyway, so.
And then the one thing I think of is like, Sam, you guys want bacon?
Literally, we were just there like, oh, this is awkward.
This is fun. Oh. It's understandable. I can see some of y'all people.
The shit we went through.
School was just so funny. It was literally bullshit.
No, 100%.
Oh my God.
I still, no, but can I be honest? Like, I see how like my niece is in high school, my oldest niece, and she's like all involved and doing all the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, you go, girl. And in my head, I'm like, I could never.
Facts.
Like, it's just not in me. Like, she's in cheer. She's in SGA. She's
one of those people.
Yeah, she gets great grades. She's doing the scholarship thing that you did. And I'm just like, you're killing it, chick. Like, yes, I'm so proud. I have no regrets. The only regret I have is not taking senior year a little bit more seriously.
What do you mean?
Like, I had agriculture three times.
You were living for an easy fucking schedule.
1000%. Like, I still remember my guidance counselor was like, oh, you're going to have, I had early childhood development. We had 7 classes, right?
Yes.
So early childhood, I had it twice. I had agriculture 3 times.
How did they let you get away with that?
And then I had pottery. I think I had pottery. Mm-hmm. And I had one real math.
College readiness
class. That was my schedule.
How did you get away with that? That same guidance counselor didn't want to give me Spanish. She was like, no, you know Spanish. I'm like,
she fought me though. I literally had to turn on my charm. And she was like, you do realize, and she pulled up like my schedule from the past year. She was like, last year you had agriculture. The year before that you had agriculture. Year before that you've had agriculture all 4 years. You're lucky you have it a 4th year. I'm like, it's just the animals are so cool. I promise. I'm gonna pass the class.
She didn't even want to give me fucking Spanish, and I was like, "That's presumptuous for you to assume just because my last name is Hispanic that I can speak Spanish. I can, but I didn't know how to. I wanted to read and write it, and I couldn't. Yeah. So I learned that thankfully in my Spanish class. She was just like, "You're right. I can't assume," and she put me in Spanish. But she tried to fight me for it.
She tried to fight me too. And it's just funny though, because I also told her, I'm like, I literally got all my credits. It's because I had taken summer classes online. I'm just here for the ride.
I'm here for a good time.
I'm just trying to. You want me to pass? Give me electives, because my brain is fried. I am done. I'm ready to go. My GPA over 3.0. All right, cool. I'm going to go to college. I don't need this. And she was just like, okay, Natalie. I'm like, thank you, Miss Vargas. I show up to Mr. App's class the next day. And I'm like, he's like, didn't I just have you? Like, I was like, I'm back.
The fact that you and Sam had Mr. App all 4 fucking years.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Yes.
And I've said this on the pod probably before. I have tried to skip in Mr. App's class like twice. And each time, apparently, there was a separate room that he would never go into.
But
never.
Snitch.
But when I was there and I was trying to skip, he was magically always checking in and shit. And she was just like, you got to go. Because he's going to clock you and then he's going to make you leave.
Yeah.
And I'm just
but he wouldn't say anything unless the other kids would say something. And they would only say something for some odd reason when you were around. And we weren't disturbing anybody. I still remember there was a day where they had snitched on you and we saw Mr. App coming. So we had told you, like, go. And I was like, I don't know why bitches can't mind their own fucking business.
Who snitched?
Girl, I'll tell you after this. I don't think you know her, but I literally said that out loud and everybody, like Sam was like, for real, like everybody has a problem for nothing. We're not, go feed the goats. Like, and
I would literally just sit there and we would just continue talking about the day's events and that's fucking it. This is bullshit. So then when the days I didn't try to skip and I was in my class, I was next to her. I was next to that class. So I would see her and Sam's bitch ass going through the hallway.
I'd be like,
miss, can I go to the bathroom? And then I'll be like, where the fuck are you guys going? And Sam had a car that time. Oh, we're going to go to Subway. Okay, cool. Let me just stay in class. Bye.
Like, it was so bad. And it's just so funny because it's like, I get it. We shouldn't have been skipping in the first place. But I mean,
it's agriculture.
Not only that, it's just high school culture. It's just high school culture. Like, I mean, because the class that you always wanted to skip, that teacher wasn't nice. She wasn't a nice teacher.
No, you're thinking about Miss Peck.
Wasn't it Miss Peck?
No, she was the class next door. I was in Miss Salcedo's class. I was in art class.
Okay.
But I did have Miss Peck. She was a bitch.
I remember.
I had her for ceramics.
Yeah. Oh, that's the class did I have it?
You had another ceramics teacher down the hall.
I liked my ceramics. I made a mug.
A mug?
A whole mug.
Que bushy.
But I never went back to finish it. Like, you know how you have to, like, coat it and then paint it and all.
Glaze it?
Yeah, that. I never did that. I was like, that's a lot of work. Did I get an A? You'll get a B. Okay, cool. That's enough for me.
Okay, so there was this teacher I had. Her name was Miss Lewis. Hi, Miss Lewis.
I took care of your son.
Yeah. And in that classroom, me and another ex-friend, we made a wish list for a best friend and stuff like that. And we put, has to be a boy, has to be funny, has to be black, has to be, yeah. And then literally, probably if it wasn't the same day, the next day, her and Sam are walking this new kid around, Danny. And she's like, this is a new kid. We're supposed to walk him around and that's it. And then we were just like, oh, hi. And sure enough, he became, we became friends. I found out he was on my bus. We lived in the same neighborhood. We were really good fucking friends.
You guys were tripping. You guys were funny.
She hated us together.
I hate you with anybody that acts like you. I'm just like, oh, there's so much energy. I don't get it. I'm so tired. How are you talking this much and it's only 6 o'clock in the morning? I
Oh my God. Yeah. We were like crackheads. We vibed off of each other. And then one time at our school, we had like the boot game. That's where everyone would go to. That's the one football game everyone went to because it's when we faced our quote unquote school rival. And one time we were in the bleachers and it had just finished raining. It just finished raining and Danny had stood on the bleachers and he was talking to someone at the bottom and I don't know what came over me, but I was
an asshole because I was literally like
I don't know what came over me, but it was just like that thought.
You let your intrusive thought win.
I let my passenger,
your dark passenger, take over. Oh my God.
She definitely did. I was just like, I think it'd be funny to trip him. So remember that trend where people will go behind you and like hit your calves and make you fold? I thought I was going to do that to him. I was like, all right, cool. Let me do that. I did it. He was wearing Converse, no grip.
There was no grip. It was raining, steel bleachers. This poor boy went tumbling.
All the way down.
He was so mad. I'm shocked he didn't punch you in the face, honestly.
His saving grace was there was a chain link fence that stopped him.
He should have punched you in the face. If he would have punched you in the face, I would have been like, I get it. Because I was even mad for him.
He was mad for like the whole entire rest of the time, but then Sam had to take us all home. And I was like, Danny, are you still mad at me? Nah, it's cool.
He's nicer than me. He's a nice Virgo because I could never.
I don't think I could do that to him now.
No,
I don't think I would do that to him now.
I would hope not because then I'd have to punch you in the face. Like, why are we doing this? I'm confused.
I don't know. It was just that dark passenger was real loud.
Oh my God. Lord.
Anyways. All right. So I got a thread. Did you remember anything you did that was mean in like high school?
Oh, no, I wasn't really mean in high school. I wasn't because I was in the midst of like my church situation and when I was like taking it really seriously.
Oh.
So the most I would do is like be sarcastic to somebody, maybe roll my eyes at somebody, I think, then not really care about anything. Everything was funny. That's my coping mechanism. It's either laugh or I kill you. Which one do you want?
Okay. So you were evil in middle school?
I don't say I was evil.
You were evil in middle school?
I was a little bit disturbed. I didn't know how to cope with my feelings, my big emotions. I think anybody who met me in middle school would say that I was mean. Because it was true. I didn't know how to cope with my
She
emotions.
was mean. She was mean to me in 6th grade.
I was mean to almost everybody. And again, it's because I didn't know how to cope with my emotions, but who fucking does in middle school? That's literally probably why I don't remember, and you know this, I don't remember a lot of my middle school years because I just feel like things that come up, it usually tends to like hurt me and I just start crying and then I'll randomly like write somebody apologizing to somebody to them about something that I did to them back in middle school and it's like it's weird how all that works, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, high school I was pretty chill.
I like 9th grade center. That shit was fun. The food was amazing.
I didn't like 9th grade center.
But you were just coming out of your mean girl era.
And it was just like people were so annoying. I don't know. It was weird. And then the lockers. I didn't like having a locker.
I liked my locker.
I didn't like being close to people.
I would sell candy from my locker because at that time you couldn't sell candy and your girl wanted an iPod.
You weren't allowed to carry bags in middle school. And I remember
you weren't. That's why we had lockers. We weren't supposed to carry bags because
big bags.
During that time, a lot of schools in our area were having lockdowns because of people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna bring a gun," and then they would believe it and they wouldn't bring it. So they're like, "Okay, well, you have to put your stuff in your locker." I forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, look at me remembering something. I remember because I had this one black and white bag. It had polka dots on it. It was white with black polka dots and black straps. It was freaking huge. The size of like my whole torso. I loved carrying that bag and I couldn't because of that. And so I would always hang it in my locker.
That's so weird. I just thought it was the high school experience. You know, you're getting a locker. No. I thank God I had a top locker.
And we had books. We had to take home books.
Oh, those books were heavy.
And you best believe I wasn't going to do that most of the time. So I left my books a lot of times in that locker.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody got time. I would like take pictures. I remember I would take pictures of like the chapters that I would need. And I would just take that home with me. Yeah.
How recent have you watched the Lizzie McGuire movie?
Girl, when you texted me that foolishness.
Bitch!
I think I watched it like last year with my niece.
I watched it yesterday or 2 days ago, and I've just been on a spiral. I'm just like watching it the whole entire time, and I'm just like, I hear them say junior high, and I know to register that as middle school, but then I'm like, why would they be having a graduation for junior high to go into high school? So I thought maybe junior high is just back a day high school. I was like, okay, they're graduating, cool. Yep. And 2 weeks, Rome, where? You're 13 years old and you're fucking doppelganger's fucking pop star. What?
I'm mad that you're just not like capturing all of this.
Because I would watch it because my sister was a big Lizzie McGuire fan. Yeah. I never liked her show, nothing whatsoever, so I didn't care. Mm-hmm. But I would watch it because we shared a room together when I was in elementary school when it came out. So I was just like, that was her TV. I couldn't do anything about it. So I would just sit there and watch it. I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, this is so... Now look at me. Nostalgic as fuck. Invested. But also like, you're 13? You forget because I thought she was a fucking like, I thought this was high school.
Can I just say none of us looked like her when we were 13?
Exactly.
Like, just that alone.
And did you know her whole entire series was her in middle school?
Yeah.
Fuck? All this shit is in fucking 6th and 7th grade year?
Yeah. It wasn't the greatest, but I mean, I'm sure it was better than mine.
She was living the best. The shit that was being said in the fucking... Gordo. All right. Well, nah, he's alive.
I was about to be like, what? He died? I had no idea.
He didn't die, but one of the kids did die. I don't know if you're...
kid.
His name was like Danny Kessler or something like that. The real actor, he did pass away. I was like, oh my God, how? What? Nobody knows because on his IMDb profile, it don't say nothing like how he passed. So I was like, shit. But I went down this rabbit hole. I'm like, who are all these? Like, what are they doing now? What's going on? Yeah. And the only reason why I got the need to watch the Lizzie McGuire movie is because the guy who played Ethan Kraft, he was on the Girl from Even Stevens podcast, and he was talking about his experience there. He was like, the time I was filming the Lizzie McGuire movie, I was supposed to do water polo at my high school as a 9th grade, and I just skipped it, and I was like, this is a fun experience. And I was like, you were in 9th grade when this happened? And then there's supposed to be an 8th grade when it was just so wild. When I was rewatching it, the shit that they be saying first was fucking hilarious. Like the lady who was like the tour guide or like the teacher, she was just like, who are you? And she's talking to the pop star and he introduces himself. She looks him up and down and then looks at Lizzie and Gordo. Keep your money in the front pockets.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my friend. I feel like patting you on the back and be like, it's okay.
Kate Sanders, spill it, Dorcarella.
Oh my God.
And then I saw the episode where she was doing gymnastics and then she was doing some ribbon thing and everyone was just looking at her like she was doing something fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah.
Oh my God. Hilary Duff was that bitch. And then she went on to make the rain fall down and wake my dreams, let it wash away.
The fact that she's aged so well.
She looks the same, but just older.
And her teeth are better.
I mean,
everybody gets their teeth. Once you got money, your teeth get better.
But she really was that bitch. Like, 1000%. She was in Another Cinderella Story. Yeah. Love that movie. That's my favorite Cinderella adaptation.
Yeah. I'm sure she's still getting freaking Lizzie McGuire back.
Are they?
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know because...
Especially with it being on Disney Plus.
I don't think so because the whole entire writer strike stuff, like they will show their residuals. And some people, this one person, she was an actress from Orange is the New Black. She gets paid like cents every single time her stuff...
That's not old school Disney. I really believe that
old school Disney.
If you do it right, if you did it right, if your parents did it right, I feel like you should still be getting some type of check.
Like a good, decent size check?
Yeah. Especially with her music. They used her not only for her acting, but also for her
music. Used her for Laguna Beach.
Yeah. So
she used to have some good perfume too back in the day.
She did.
Her shit smells so good. Oh my God, I remember. I smell delicious. I used to get that for Christmas. The box set with the lotion and the shimmery glitter. Oh my God. Yes, that bitch, her mother knew what she was doing with her ass.
You know what's crazy though? So Miley Cyrus came out with the song. I don't know if you've heard it, When I Was Young or Cause I Was Young or something about being young. And I actually heard it and I got teary-eyed with the bitch.
What did she say?
She was just talking about like she was crazy. People saw how she was crazy, all the crazy shit she did, all the wildness.
What did she do that was crazy?
What?
Are you talking about the wrecking ball thing?
No, I'm talking about like her personal life was just a fucking shambles when she was younger because she was young. So she's like talking about in the song pretty much like you say that I'm different now. You say this and you say I was crazy and I was fun back then, but it was because I was young. And in the video, it's just such a plain video because it's just her standing in a dark room and it shadows like her. You could see her, you don't see her. You could see her, you don't see her. And she like crying in the video. And I just felt it, and it made me think back to how much I loved Hannah Montana. And I'm like, you went through some shit, my sis.
I never liked Hannah Montana like that.
Shut your mouth. This is your podcast. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear it. I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that.
Did you like the Jonas Brothers?
Oh, no. I mean, I like some of their music.
But yeah, I've never been...
Script. Don't want to hear it. We're going to pretend like you're not about to say what you're about to say. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Yeah. Hannah Montana was that bitch. Okay? You get the limo out front. Oh, yeah. All of it. Hottest styles, every shoe, every color. Period.
Oh my God.
Don't play with me, sis. Don't play with me, sis.
I remember my friend, she loved Hannah Montana.
Yep.
And I remember one time I came into her room and she had redone it because she was also used to be obsessed with Barbies. And to transition from elementary to middle school, her mom gave her like a bedroom makeover. And she did majority Hannah Montana. I remember, you know how Hannah Montana would take clippets of her actual concerts and put it in the show? One of them was a sleepover and it was like a pillow or whatever. She had the same exact pillow that was on that.
Yep.
This bitch then proceeded to tell me that's the same exact pillow that was on the stage. My mom gave it to me. As if her whole entire thing wasn't a bed in a bag.
That's so funny.
I let her live her dreams. I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. Did she sign it?
When we are Delulu, we live in our Delulu because I would have done the same thing.
You still watch it?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I think while I was pregnant and, you know, I had a really hard time sleeping in my third trimester, my niece came to sleep over with me and I literally woke her up and we watched Mean Girls and we watched Hannah Montana and ate ice cream at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I woke her up just to be with me.
Oh God, Nat, I would have been pissed off.
Nah, she was fine. She'd be knocked out, but she said ice cream and I was like, yeah, I got ice cream. Come on, it's the weekend, it's fine. He literally reminds me of like a modern day Austin Powers. Like the way he dresses sometimes and everything.
You mean like his retro, like the flare pants and the tucked in shirt?
Yeah, all of that. And then what you thought I meant?
His look. Someone's like, Austin Powers is ugly.
No, 100%.
And hairy.
Exactly. And his name is Harry, but he is very bald. He has no hair on his chest.
I like it like that.
Well, I'm glad you do. Isn't he British too?
Yeah, he's a British.
And so is Harry. So is Austin Powers, no? Well,
yes.
I don't know if the real guy is.
Oh no, Michael Myers is not.
His name is Michael Myers?
Yeah.
How did I watch all of the Austin Power movies and didn't know that? I just know him by Austin Powers. Isn't Michael Myers a killer?
He is a killer, but his name is Michael Myers.
Oh, that's so funny.
He's the voice of Shrek.
Wait, ain't Shrek Irish?
Mike Myers.
Mike. That's so funny. Because literally all I think is like...
his glasses and his... Yeah, baby.
Or then him as Dr. Evil, Mr. Evil. But you know, I told you. So, guys, I watched the whole Beyonce concert on YouTube for free.
What was her name? Goldust?
No, Foxy Cleopatra. So during the oh my god, there was this one part of the fucking concert. Foxy clip. Oh my god, so there was this one part in the concert. She was singing I Feel Like Falling in Love. I think it was that one.
Cuff It?
Yeah, I think it was, it was like in the beginning of Cuff It. And in this concert specifically, she was like on top of the stairs and very retro, puffy jacket type situation. And she did a move and I was like, not Foxy. It immediately brought me back to Gold member. Gold
I don't like Austin Powers. I've never seen any of his.
Shut your mouth. Oh my god, you're so annoying. Oh. What the fuck, Natalia?
I've never seen that.
At least you like Hannah Montana. Thank you.
I love it.
As you should. Don't make me. You're a true. I used to sing that song with my heart.
I liked her song 7 Things.
Oh my god.
7 things I love about you. Your hair, your smile, you're insecure. You like me, you love her.
Wow.
You make me laugh. You make me smile.
That all the way up. But yeah.
That's the song. That's the gist.
That's not a Hannah Montana song. That's a Miley Cyrus song.
That came out when she was on Hannah Montana.
2 different.
I guess you like the song Flowers.
I love the song Flowers. I will sing that song.
You surprised me.
I'm full of it.
You really are. To say you're like obsessed with Hannah Montana, that you like Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
That you love Paris Hilton.
1000%.
Like, I wouldn't expect it. Because again, she was mean as fuck as a kid.
Okay, what that mean? Consider them all parts of
she
my
would
fan
always
fiction.
wear... This is her alternative universe. She dresses black on the outside, but on the inside, her room is purple and shit.
I mean, I can't help
She's
it.
literally her. I'm just like, she hates everybody, but you go and you meet her and she's just like a ray of sunshine. It's pretty weird.
Oh, don't make me cry. That was so sweet. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I love Paris Hilton.
She fucking did. I was like,
You know, they had a baby.
a boy, I think. I think his name was like
I don't know his name.
Caviar or some shit like that.
Probably some bougie ass shit. I love her. I might listen to Paris Hilton when I leave
The
her.
fact that you listen to Paris Hilton. Her perfumes does smell good though.
Yes.
They fucking slap.
And her song slaps too, as you know. You know this. Even though the stars are crazy, even though the stars are blind.
Anyways, we move on. Speaking of that, oh my God. I remember when Lindsay Lohan came out with her album. I loved her. She had this one song I played for when I was in cheerleading. That was a song that we did.
You were a cheerleader?
You didn't even know I was a cheerleader?
That's so funny. We were literally the same person. What grade were you?
I was a cheerleader from elementary all the way through probably like 7th grade.
That's so
I used
funny.
to I used to practice at the Dover Shores Rec Center.
That's so funny. I was a cheerleader in Dover Shores. Well, only for like a year.
Oh yeah, no. I was like, well, we went to competitions and stuff like that.
So funny.
I was
Who
good.
would have thought?
Not me. I told Christina that. She was like, you don't look like a cheerleader.
What does that mean, Christina? I still have to meet Christina. Christina, if you're watching this, girl, we gotta meet. Continue, go on.
But yeah, she was like, I wouldn't have thought you. I'm like, why? She's like, cause cheerleaders are like happy.
Who said that?
Not me.
Nope.
Because I was not a happy person.
Go ahead.
But yeah, one of the songs was like, was I'm tired of people starting. I'm tired of
I know that song. I know that song.
People. Yeah, Lindsay Lohan song. That was my shit. And then I remember we did a routine to the Black Eyed Peas. Let's Get It Started.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
We had a routine to 1-2 step.
1-2 step.
Yeah.
Oh, right in the style. I don't know the lyrics clearly.
Literally, I remembered all of Missy Elliott's part in that song.
Of course you did.
Because I had to do a jump split. I had to do a jump split. I think there was only 2 of us on the team that could actually do it. I stretched my life. That's why I was so adamant last year when I was like, I'm going to get back to the split. And no, still haven't gotten back. But yeah, no, I'm one day.
I was forced to learn how to do a lot of the floor work because I was a bass.
Oh.
So I couldn't fly. I wasn't a flyer. So I learned how to do a straddle, split, cartwheel, all that shit. I learned all that. That shit hurt. But
reckless.
When you're young, you're fucking like flexible as fuck for whatever fucking reason.
And now it's like, ow, my neck, my back.
She got bad knees.
Thanks, Natalia.
You're welcome. But she also power lift when we were in like high school. She was a weightlifter. So that's her fault.
And I'm still stronger than your ass. I could probably still squat more than your
For
ass.
facts. When we used to work out, this bitch has like what, 20, 50 pounds. She would be like, okay, your turn. Take all that off. Put 10 on. And
I would look at her like, you can carry a 10-year-old. Like, what's wrong with you?
Like, and then she'd be like, I think you can do 25. Ma'am, best believe I'm going down. I'm putting all my weight on my neck to help me go up with this thing. No, I can't lift shit.
That's so funny.
And she wants me. And she's like, okay, I'm tired of watching you struggle. Let's go on the ground and let's do some other stuff. And she's just like, go get a dumbbell.
It's always a good time when we work out together. Don't ask her to jump rope, though. Don't ask her to jump rope. Don't ask her to jump rope.
With no shoes on in her garage, I will put it.
I got the video, girl. It's saved in my Google. It's saved in my Google Drive.
No. Oh my God. That bitch was so rough. But she would always be like, come on, we're going to do, like, she does intervals. So I don't like going too much with her. Thank God she canceled her thing. But we would do intervals and she would like,
I'm still waiting for you to come to my house to work out, though.
She gonna stay waiting. But she would be like, okay, get your dumbbells. I will come over with the 3s. I'm ready. Natalia, en serio. Yes. Go get the 10s.
At least the 5.
No, this hurts. And then she would have me go like, oh, I'm about to fly. Oh my God, that shit hurts so bad.
My friend doesn't realize how good working out is for you.
Girl, I did embrace the machine where I was like, when I was like swimming. Do you have that video too?
I think I do. I think it's saved on Snap.
I was swimming, bitch. You couldn't tell me shit. I was rowing. I was swimming. I was in it.
No, but the jump rope, I'm going to send it to you. I need you to post that because, guys, she looked like she was in it. She was there.
I was going to fall. I was falling over.
You looked like you were scared the jump rope was going to hit you in your head.
I was. I was so afraid I was going to get knocked in the back of my head. She thought she was
going to slip. She thought she was going to get hit. It was something, child.
Mind you, I'm jump roping barefoot in her garage.
Nobody told you to be barefoot. That was your decision.
Well, I'm not going to get my socks dirty.
But I jump rope barefoot.
But also,
I jump rope better barefoot.
I struggle when I stretch in yoga.
She can't stretch for shit. If you ask her to reach to her feet, she won't.
That hurts.
Like, if she makes it to like an inch below her knee, she's lucky. And I just thought that maybe it was maybe you're just tight, but if you're tight, I need you to like loosen up. Because the fact that I could reach my feet and I have like my belly's bigger than yours and I'm just out here.
You're just more flexible, Natalie.
But who would have thought? I'm pretty sure you could do it, friend.
No, that bitch hurts. I be feeling it in the back of my. I was like, am I supposed
to? But your pain tolerance is also just. Your pain tolerance is just not there.
It's not because I'm just like. Is the back of my thigh supposed to hurt this much? What? You're not supposed to feel it in your thighs. Well, bitch, I'm feeling it in my fucking thighs. Okay, let me get on to this. I have a thread for you. Oh, what, quote, old person thing do you do?
My life.
I know.
As an old person.
All these shits, I was like, this is Natalie.
Okay.
This is Natalie.
Read through it.
This is Natalie.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
You can't tell me about my life.
I do this. Turn the radio down so I can see.
Oh, 1,000%. But you know what? I've actually stopped and thought, I know, I got to make a story out of this. I stopped and thought about this one time on I-4. I was like, why do I do this? I focus better.
Yeah.
Because if I'm listening to a song, my brain is singing.
Mm-hmm. But for a fact, especially if I'm driving, because I'm worried that I don't want to hit someone in front of me.
While you're driving?
Like when I'm looking for the address and things like that. And I'm also trying to finish, and also the GPS takes a while. There's a delay, okay? Because this bitch also wants you to take the fucking next exit and you're on the left-hand side.
Okay, it can't tell you what lane you're in. It'll just tell you where you got to get out. That's
too fucking late. You should have told me this a while ago.
Amazing.
Make an unnecessary groan when standing up. Sometimes I even vocally call out the body part that don't feel good at the same time. My knees.
Most of the time, it's not even my knees either. I'd be like, oh, you heard that? That was my hip. That's my new thing. Because my hip be popping.
Your hip is popping?
My hip pops, girl. After having a baby, your hips ain't the same.
Oh,
Funny. Girl. I'd be like, oh, my hip.
No, like for me, it's like when I get out of my bed, I'm like, oy, okay. And then I have to like get up.
I can see you doing
That shit hurts so bad.
I can hear you making the noises. The distress in your voice.
You would think I was like taking a big shit or something, man. It's so much pain.
No, what do you remember how you would wake up after working out the previous day after a leg day? That's the fucking worst.
But like, girl, my booty cheeks are quivering.
Literally, me sitting down on the toilet.
Oh my God, I had to like slow her down, like,
I gotta put my arm on the toilet seat. Or
oh my
hold on to the
God.
wall.
Or when I have to like bend down to put the leash on Dumbledore, I'm just like, wait, stop moving. And I'm getting mad at him because he's moving, like, stop it. And he's just like looking at me like, what the fuck? I'm just excited.
When I would have to pick up the baby after a good arm workout, I'm like, oh,
Your arms are jello.
You're getting so big, my girl.
And she's like, what, 10 pounds? You bitching at me for getting 3-pound weights.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Oh God, okay, yeah.
Get mad when kids turn on the lights. The sun is out. Why the hell are you turning on my lights?
Not only kids, anybody. Don't come into my fucking house and turn on. You know I live in darkness.
This bitch does live in darkness.
I love the darkness. Listen, the way my house is set up, I don't need no lights on during the day. I got big ass windows.
Facts.
Why the hell I need lights?
But her house is like in a special location where it illuminates everything. So
everything.
It makes sense. But where I live, the sun doesn't reside here.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I get mad when people talk on speaker in public.
Oh, same.
That shit irritates my fucking soul. I like doing this. Admire the lawn after it's freshly cut.
You don't cut your lawn.
I know.
That's more of like Jay's thing. Like Jay likes, because he does all the hard work. He'll literally wake up the next morning and be like, just stand in front of the I'm like, okay.
Saying, where is your mama when you see badass little kids running around? Me.
That's you, yeah.
I'm just like,
again, it's more of a place of concern. Like, you know, somebody could steal them.
That too.
That scares the shit. Like, you see so many things that go on.
And then the parents want to be like, I don't know what happened because you weren't paying attention. It rained the other day and I caught myself saying, we needed this. Yeah. True.
Facts.
Answer the phone. Yellow. I say, hello.
Yeah.
I say that to Precious. And then sometimes I'll say it to you like, hello.
Yeah. I would be like, yes.
This was us when we were working out. Go grocery shopping first thing in the morning. I used to talk bad about my parents shopping hella early, but I understand now. Yeah. I'm done with all my errands and back home at 11 a.m. Mm-hmm. I saw one where it's like I was chilling outside with old Bob and Clarice because you know you're waiting outside with the old folk, and that was us when you were like I gotta go to Publix and they weren't open yet. I'm like,
we're just running around like top of the morning.
Hey guys, and then they just open up. We're going in there.
Yeah, literally.
So that's what old people do. You do anything else that's like older people?
I tend to look at my face to see if I have like wrinkles or something nowadays.
I wake up and now that I own a house, I walk out and I look at my ceilings to make sure there's no spots.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because if you see a water spot, that means there's a leak somewhere. So I always like get up and I look around. I'm like, nope, no spots. Okay.
Because one would just randomly appear.
Shit be happening, okay?
Yeah, that's true.
Like one moment you'll see they're like, what the fuck? When did that get there?
Like the settling marks, you know how we got the new build, so the house looks new until it starts settling down. Mm-hmm. I started seeing like settling cracks in like the corners. I'm like, is my house about to fall in on me? Like, what's going on? I had to like ask our realtor. I was like, is this normal? Is this something? Yeah, every house gets it. It's just some because our walls were white at the time, I noticed it. And it was like concerning because I'm like, I've never done this before, but I don't think this is right. Like,
yeah.
And then I look at my mom's house and she has them. I'm like, oh, okay, it's normal. Okay.
Especially when I'm outside walking Dumbledore, because I ain't got a bra on, so I'm like propping these bitches up, and I'm just like looking at like my vent thing on the top. I'm like, anything new there? No. And then I'm like looking at the bottom, like no colonies being made. Okay.
You're so funny. Well, girl. I guess I do that because I barely leave my house.
Yeah.
So when I do, especially now because we need to get our landscaping done in the front, I literally look and I'm like, oh, look, another ant pile. How the hell? How do you guys build these so quick?
I remember when Natalie first moved into her house, this bitch used a whole entire like tub of ortho on the ants that were in between her brick pavers in her backyard.
And I still would if I'm outside and I see them. Because they should.
One thing about Natalie, she loves killing some ants.
I love killing bugs because you shouldn't be here. This is my spot. We took over, okay? I thought you were going to talk about when I literally just first moved in and there was like ants inside of my house. Do you remember that day?
Bitch, she called me.
I was freaking the fuck out.
She was freaking out. Natalia, she made me. Yes, I say made. She made me PTO out of work of that day. Come over, I need help clogging these holes. Because there was like one little fucking hole near her sliding door that ants were coming through or some shit like that.
It was in the laundry room. It was from the garage to the laundry room.
Oh, then you must have had another one because you had it also in the back and then we found a little hole. You were like, let me scrape this up right there.
That was the second one. No, the first one was...
where are they coming from?
I think it was like because I wasn't at work yet. I think it was like it was the second week because Jay had gone back to work. And I was home by myself and I literally didn't know what to do. I was like, wait, where did all these ants come from? I don't know what to do.
And she's calling me someone who's in the same boat as her. I don't know what the fuck.
Before I had ortho. I literally was like, I'm about to call an exterminator. I don't know what to do. And I looked up the ortho thing. I'm like, okay, I have to go buy ortho, but I was like stepping on these ants. I was putting bleach everywhere. I was like, can't happen. And I found the little hole and that's when I covered it and I killed all those fucking ants. Trauma.
Girl, that happened to me. Like my mom had the pest control people come out and stuff like that and they hit everything. I don't know what the fuck they did, but I was thirsty one day and I was like, let me go to the kitchen, get myself something to drink. I turn on the light and as I'm getting near, I see things crawling in my foyer and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Ants all up and down my freaking walls. And I'm just like, Mommy, what is this? What did these people do? I took my ortho out and I started spraying that bitch down and shit like that. And it was because the door from my front door, the bottom part that has like that what is it called?
Like the barrier type of thing.
Yeah, like the wind thing or whatever you want to call it. That wasn't there. So there was a big fucking gap of ants running away to not die from the
inside the house.
Yes.
Oh my God.
So I was in shambles to say the fucking least. The next morning I went to Lowe's, bought myself a new thing, clipped that bitch there, and they were nowhere to be seen. But I had the guy come out again. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you did, but there was ants all up and down here, and he sees the dead ant bodies in front. He was like, yep, they're reacting to the medicine.
They get medicine.
Bitch, I was shook. I was pissed the fuck off. My mom's like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Me neither.
Help somebody.
And I'm the owner of this fucking place. I can't call maintenance. The biggest fucking like smack of reality in my life is like, who the fuck do I call now?
Literally.
No. I don't know who the fuck to call.
No, but like, I feel that so Ooh, like somebody help me.
Like when my AC wasn't working one day, calling her, Natalie, my AC's not working. I don't know what the hell's going on. Did you try this? Yes. Did you try this? Yes. Oh, then I don't know what to tell you. Me neither.
Like, I don't know what to do.
Fucking $80 for a tech to come outside to check my shit.
Oh, God.
Girl.
That's literally how I felt when there was like an issue with the water line. I told you about this in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And my toilet water was brown. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I turned on the tub. Mind you, this is the tub where I bathe my daughter. So I need to see, let me make sure before I just dip her in there. The water's brown. I'm like, what is this? I go, like, I freak out for like a millisecond because I was about to start cleaning the bathrooms, and I'm like, I can't clean with this water. That's nasty. Oh my God. What do I do? Who do I call?
Everything's contaminated.
Like, we can't wash the dishes. Like, what am I supposed to do? And I look at Jay and he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know either. So before I like flipped out, I posted it on the HOA app or the HOA page, and everybody was having the issue. And I was like, okay, it was
much better.
It was the city's issue, not my issue. Okay. So after a while, we flushed and cleaned up, and everything was fine. Okay. Yeah.
That's what happened to me. Like when I first, like the area I live in is older, and they run on a city grid. She hadn't moved to this side of the world yet, but I was already here, and I just moved into my house, and I was watching TV, and I kid you not, one moment I'm watching TV, enjoying my time, the next pitch black. So I'm scared as fuck because I'm thinking, oh shit, did I not pay the bill? Like, why do I not have electricity? So I go out because there's 2 street lamps that are like in the backyard, and I look at them, they're gone too. Pitch fucking black on the outside. And I was like, oh my God, they're targeting me. I'm gonna get murdered. Oh my God, this is how they fucking started, because I thought they cut off my power. So then I'm like looking at the neighbor across the street. She ain't got no electricity no more. No, none either. So I look at the neighbor over here. He ain't got nothing neither. I was like, okay, so either I'm not dying or we're all dying. So then I see her electric comes on because she has a generator. So then I call the city line, and it's like, there has been a power outage in your area. Electricity will resume at 3:00 in the morning. I'm like, okay, so I'm not being targeted. Okay. So I went back to sleep, and I called it a fucking day because there's nothing I could do. It's the city problem. It is what it is. Thankfully, the next, like, I woke up, I think it was like 7:00 in the morning, and everything was working again. I was just like, but best believe in my head, not only did I think I was going to get murdered, but I didn't know what the fuck to do. I thought that it was my problem, a house problem. And I was like, I have to get an electrician to come over. God knows how much that's going to be. Oh my God, I can't call Natalie because what the fuck is she going to do? Literally. Girl, it was a hot mess. And if that happens today, I still don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I don't want to think about it.
No.
I just think about the day we moved, like, because we closed and then we moved right after.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just me and Jay, and we were just packing up our house, whatever. The moment we finished, we lost power, and I was like, "What do I do?" The reality of being a homeowner absolutely hit. Like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, I need AC. It's hot. Like, it's hot. Help. Who am I calling for help? So who do I call? The realtor. Like, hey, what do I do? And this, I'm new here. He was like, oh, call the city before you call the HOA, because, the HOA really has nothing to do with it. Call the city. Okay.
The city is no help.
I called the city, and like you, there was a whole outage simply on our block because of the construction that they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So it should come back pretty soon. Well, 9 p.m. if that's soon. And the struggle was, we had ordered our bed. The bed wasn't there yet. We were literally sleeping on a mattress on the floor for like the 2 weeks, because that was a whole nother thing with FedEx. Son, I have beef with FedEx for that reason.
I fucking hate FedEx. They delivered my bed 2 buildings over, and that shit didn't fit in my car. I had to drag my metal frame bed 2 buildings over with no help. And all she had to say, that's crazy. I'll notate the account.
Literally, that's all they could ever say.
Stupid fucking bastards.
We're doing an investigation on your package. We didn't get our bed. It was like 3 weeks later. We were sleeping on a mattress, not even a big mattress, because mind you, it was
a full or some shit like that, right?
It was our guest bed, a full bed. Me and Jay, 2, we're tall, big people. Like, let's be honest. And this is where we're at. We bought this nice house, and this is where we're sleeping
in the guest room, because it wasn't even in the big room.
Because there was no point in taking it to the big. Because we had our bed frame, we didn't have our mattress. Like, Ashley's Furniture did their thing. Great, love that for you guys. But no, FedEx had to mess up my order, my freaking mattress.
And like every so often, if I have no power, I'll text her. I'm like, "You got power?" And if she says yes, I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I lose power more than you do.
That's wild. But you have construction going on over there.
Barely, not anymore. At this point, like the lights flickered the other day, and I was like, "What is this? What is going on here?" I don't know what grid they use, but I mean, it's not often, but it's often, more often than you.
More often than needed.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, you better flicker back on. It's hot. It's too hot to not have AC out here in these streets.
Girl, the other day, like I felt no circulation. And I'm worried because this unit is too fucking new. Yeah. I bought this bitch in February. Shit shouldn't be happening. Yep. So it was hot. And I'm like, yo, I can't fucking think straight. And thank God in my office, I have a ceiling fan. Yeah. Still wasn't doing it because it's hot as shit over here. Yeah. So I'm like, what's wrong with it? And it would say, first, my house stays at 74. So this bitch says 76. I was like, you're a fucking lie. It's like 80 degrees in this bitch. Mm-hmm. So Christina was like, my dad says you should go out and try to see if it's clogged or something like that. And in my other unit, if it was clogged, there would be a leakage. Yeah. And I could be like, oh yeah, it is clogged. I got to take my vacuum and I got to hose it out. But this is a new system. I don't know what it looks like. Yeah. It just stopped. So then I was like, okay, maybe she's right. So after work, yeah. I take my little vacuum that I bought at Home Depot for like $50 for the first time this happened, hook up my hose down there, and I'm just like there, and I hear a thump. I was like, I kid you not, I walk into the house, I felt the breeze. I was like, oh my God. This was amazing. Because if not, I would have had to call the AC people to come out, and that would have been $80 fucking or like $80 to $120 to come tell me what the fuck is wrong with my shit.
Yeah. You know, you're making me think that's never happened to my AC.
You have maintenance people who come out and check your shit?
Yeah, the AC people 2 times a year. We pay for that.
Oh, damn. I thought it was some like courtesy shit.
No, they gave us the first 2 were courtesy.
Okay.
But after that, it's like $100. Being a homeowner is...
it's bullshit. And I remember because her house is a new build. Mine's is established. It was like 2006. Yeah. So when she first moved into hers, her lawn was growing. Yeah. And hers is a new development. I was just like, Natalie, there's some white people in your backyard. Like, do you know them? And she just comes out. She's just like, who the fuck are these people? They're just mowing lawns. Yeah. And I was just like, did you not hire them? Like, no. Do they know you're not going to pay them? I'm confused. Like, what's going on? She's like, I don't know. So then she goes out, do her little her investigations. Hi, like, and then she comes back in. She's like, oh, apparently it's like a courtesy thing until they sell the other lots. Yeah. And I was like, oh.
Because we didn't have a fence and they were already mowing the other 2 houses. So they were like,
girl, that was scary.
That was nice. It was like 2 months of us not having to do. It's just wild. The whole house. The fact that I still wake up and I'm like, at night, whenever I have to like do my last round, I always do the last round. Because yes, Jay could be like, yeah, I locked everything. I always have to double check.
I don't trust nobody.
It's not even that I don't trust him. I think it's because of like childhood trauma. Anyways, I like have to go and, check the front door, check the back door, make sure that's locked. I'm like, damn, this house is, I can't believe that. I'm ready to go. I don't want all this anymore, but I do. But, I'm tired.
Now that I have my cameras, I literally just open up my app and I look to make sure I hear what's going on. I'm like, I don't see nobody here. Let me hear. I hear crickets. Okay. Let me go to the backyard. And then I go to the backyard. I look at it and I'm like, let me hear. Oh my God, I got to check everything. Literally, that's the only way I sleep. And if I hear something.
Baby, same though.
I don't know. Have you ever like been sleeping and you wake yourself up because you like make a sound or something like that?
Yeah.
So I realized I snore, Girl. And I woke myself up and I was so confused because I had to literally consciously ask myself, is someone in the room with me or was that me? And it felt so external that it couldn't have been me. You're lying. I don't snore like this. You're a fucking lie. Someone's in this room. My reality check, if someone's in my house, is my dog. Yeah. If he's going crazy, someone unwanted is in here.
Yeah.
The fact that I don't hear nothing, I'm just like, okay, he's my first alarm check.
Yeah.
I check my phone. That's my second alarm check. It was me. I woke myself up. But best believe that 5 minutes, I was so confused because I was like,
if I open my eyes, will I see somebody? Girl,
I always see somebody. And I stay thinking someone lives in my fucking walls because I hear movement and there's no trees above me. So it's not the squirrels.
You know, I saw this on TikTok. We were saying that somebody was staring at me. Like, there was a couple, they woke up and there was like this person that was just staring at them, like in front of their bed. And like they videotaped him like he was in the hallway, and the boy.
Is it a spirit?
No, it was a real guy. This guy had like mental issues, and like they had to call the cops on him and everything. And he was like talking boberia, like you could tell he had mental issues. But it just made me think like these people are nice, because if I wake up and there's somebody staring at me while I sleep in my home, you're gonna die. You should have killed me while you could, because somebody dying now, and it ain't gonna be me. I'm stabbing, shooting, doing whatever the fuck I have to do.
How did they not hear this person there though?
I don't know. He was literally just standing
I'm
there.
a light sleeper. I hear, literally, if I hear my dog move outside, I think someone's trying to kill me.
You live on the edge. Not everybody lives on the edge, my friend.
I'm paranoid.
Not everybody lives on the edge. I know that when Jay was in the hospital and it was the baby, me by ourselves, I was paranoid, but simply because I know I was so tired. If I fall asleep all the way and this baby's crying, I'm not waking up. Because it happened to me in the hospital.
That was scary.
Huh?
That was scary. The fact that you were knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, and the screaming just didn't wake me up. Like it took Jay to like push me to wake me up because I was so tired. And I felt like I was in that same amount of tired at that time. And I was just like, I can't fully fall asleep. So I would literally wake up every like 20 minutes. Yeah. Just to make sure I wasn't missing anything. I was so tired. Ugh.
Girl, couldn't be me.
Paranoia.
I was like, I would offer to help, but you didn't even take it. You took my food though.
1,000%.
That's all I could do.
I mean, I appreciate
Let me feed you.
That's fine. I could take any. I was eating leftover pizza for 2 days. Like, I mean.
And I don't know if they were bomb, but I made some good fucking tinga.
It was good. It was spicy as shit.
The bitch was spicy. I couldn't enjoy it.
Good as fuck.
It was nasty. That was the end of the pod. Thank Natalie for her time. Again, if you guys want to contribute in the comments, feel free. I had one person comment about me saying that The Office sucks. She understood. Facts. Nickelback slaps. Anyways, contribute in the comments. If you guys are the visual viewers on YouTube, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. So every single time I upload, you are made aware. And for the audio listeners, make sure you like, subscribe everywhere you get your audio podcasts. Yeah.
I could do that too.
ASMR girlies.
Period. Point blank and simple. Let the rain
fall down and wake my dreams. Anyways, that's that. Anything you like to say?
No.
Bye. Dos vidania.
Bye.